Hi FlossTube, it's Diane. Today is December 22nd, 2021, almost Christmas. And last couple days I've just been going through my stitching and doing some organizing. And so much so, I got this from somuchmore.com. It's made for quilting. As you can see, you name the quilt, you name who the person receiving it, the due date if there is one, and you go through it. Do you have the pattern? Do you have the fabric? Do you have everything cut, pieced, blah, 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 blah. So I took that idea and I have projects listed on there. Some of them for next year, well, most of them for next year. And I did the same thing with my cross stitch. I am going to take this and make a spreadsheet out of it. So I named it, what is this one? Heaven is My Hope. I'm going to be starting this on New Year's date if I get my fabric in time. And then pattern, fabric, threads, stitching, beads if needed, and FFO. And this is just going to be, I'm going to put a key on, because Heaven in My Hope is by Scarlet Letter, so it's going to be SL. That way I know what all that means, because you have LS, PSS, which is Plum Street Sampler, LS is Lila Studios, PH Primitive Hair, just so I know what those mean. So I went through everything I have kitted. Whoa, did I go, oh, you know what? Those are all sitting there staring at me. I didn't go through all those. Anyway, I thought I was done. 4 pages, single-sided notebook. Some of these are kitted, potential new starts for 2022, and a lot of them are whips, because I have 70 whips, because that's the way I do things. But I was just doing that kind of organizing. I unkitted a couple things. I permanently got rid of one. I unkitted Damask Roses by Mirabilia because I did not like the fabric it was stitched on. I wasn't very far. Maybe 2-3 strands in. I just did not like it for that particular project. And I do not have another piece of fabric for it, so I'm just going to put it aside for now. I have plenty to do. So I was doing that and I thought, well, I'll do a quick video. And then again, I forgot something. Hold, please. Okay. Giveaway reminder. December 28th is my deadline for the giveaway for project bags. Texas, capital TEXAS. And it has, what does this one have on the inside? Tealish color on the inside. Teal can mean a lot of things. This one with this cute plaid on the inside. Stripes. This one, scroll with this Christmas red with gold leaves. This one, flag. Yeah, I think it has a chevron on the inside. Yep. And this one is green with a green plaid on the inside. And this one is stars with another chevron on the inside. So again, to be eligible, this is limited to the United States. Shipping, yes, prices are going up on anything, everything. But also shipping is getting very complicated. You have zones, and I sent out gifts to some friends, and the friend who's farthest from me received hers first, and the friend who's nearest to me received hers last. And the friend who's nearest to me, I sent her something right after StitchCon in June. She didn't get it till August. I don't understand, so I'm limiting it. Okay, stars, STARS, plural, green, Green, singular, flag, Flag, singular, scroll, Scroll, singular, stripes, Stripes, plural, and Texas, capital Texas. The deadline is December 28th, 2021, and then I will probably send them out, well, I will be sending them out after the first of the year, because a little life update here. Last video I was fighting a cold. My husband took a test and he's COVID positive. I took a test on Monday. I still haven't heard. I keep waiting. It's like, okay, email me your results. And so after my husband's test, then 4 of our kids who work outside of our home couldn't go into work, so they had to get tested, and 2 of them have the results back, 1 positive, 1 negative. And so I'm waiting with 2 of the other kids to figure out, are the 3 of us positive, negative? Who knows anymore? Thankfully, it's very mild at this point. I feel like I'm on the tail end if I had it, which I probably did. I never lost sense of taste or smell or had a headache. I know that those are common with COVID. I did have the muscle aches. Like, my clothes touching my skin hurt. Almost like I had a sunburn. And my husband, he just barely touched my back, and I just about slapped him because it hurt so bad. And he was like, whoa. And then he had the same thing, but he had different symptoms. And we know for him, positive. For me, probably positive. I don't know. They fill out, have you been with this person for 15 minutes, less than 6 feet apart? And I'm like, come on. He's my husband of 30 years. Yeah, would be the answer. So we're waiting on that. With that being said, I'm limiting when, where, all the things. If I go into store, I put a mask on. I went to Walgreens yesterday. But again, I'm not exhibiting symptoms at this point. When I was so sore and just, and I never had a fever either. I didn't go anywhere. But now I feel fine. Just the nose sniffles. If you live in a cold climate, you understand what I mean. Because you go from a hot house to a cold vehicle, you warm your vehicle up, then you go into probably a warm building somewhere, and then you get groceries or whatever you have to do, and then you go back out in the cold, and you go back in the hot, and you go back, and your nose runs. That's kind of the nature of the beast. So that's what I think I have, is just a little bit of sniffles. Even the son who's positive, he has just a little congestion, and it's like, okay, it's seasonal. We live in Minnesota. It's normal. So with that being said, I'm going to send the bags out after the 1st, and I'm not symptomatic right now, so they're fine. By then, everything will be gone. But it's going to be limited to the U.S. if you are international, because the bags, this is to celebrate my 7 years on FlossTube. And if you are international, there's 6 bags, but prize number 7 is for international viewers only. You need to put the word international with a capital I. So capital INTERNATIONAL. Your prize is $20 US. It's a gift certificate to Heartstring Samplery website. Many of her patterns are on there. They're PDFs, so you can use this credit and then be able to download and print off however you print them off. I know some people just use digital patterns. I don't do that, but if you use digital patterns, you can just use it as a digital pattern. So if you're international outside of the US, and that includes Canada, because you wouldn't think that Canada, especially since Minnesota to Canada, okay, so you have the US, here's Canada, here's Minnesota. Minnesota touches Canada. Shipping from Minnesota to Canada is weird. Again, don't know why. Don't know why. That being said, I would like to know where you are from if you're international. You don't have to say specific city or anything like that. Just say, I'm in the UK. I'm in Canada. I'm in Australia. I would like to know because I'm Snoopy. But if you don't want to give that information, that's fine. But that's for international viewers only. And thank you for those who have responded. You must respond on video 152. I love comments on any video. Well, although there are some weird trolls out there, I just delete those. But if you wish to enter, you must comment on video 152 using the keywords for the bags if you're in the US, or the word international if you're international. And I like Beth's patterns on Heartstring Samplery. She has a whole variety there. I really been looking at the Christmas Carol series, or is it the Hymns series? Yeah, I like her patterns. And I was gonna try and put a photo in here, but I'm just gonna upload this. If you followed me on Instagram, you saw that I posted, didn't I post a picture? Posted a picture of the F is for Friend by Heartstring Samplery, completely finished, FFO'd. I'll double check. If it's not there, I'll put it there. It's just mondot stitches on Instagram. It turned out really cute and she really loves it. And when she takes her Christmas stuff down, she knows where she's going to hang it. It was tricky though, because I thought that the opening was circular, so the cardboard would be circular. No, it's square to the frame, and my fabric, I couldn't lace it like I usually do, but I have the stitchery tape. It's a double-sided acid-free framing tape, so it won't damage the fabric. So I put that on the foam core and then stretch the fabric accordingly. It's probably not perfect, but she loves it. She was blown away. She was blown away that I did that for her, but she deserves it. She's such a sweet lady. So, what have I stitched? And a little bit of haul, not much. And then we'll call it a day. So I don't have floss tube itchy nose. I have floss tube runny nose because of the time of year. Fun, fun, fun. So, let's do haul Stitchy Kindness. Received my Fiberlicious for December. Don't remember receiving my November one. When I contacted her, she tracks the packages, because between her, forgive me one moment, she's in Pennsylvania, I believe. I thought she was in Pittsburgh. She could be in Pittsburgh or Philly. Those are both in Pennsylvania. So I didn't receive it for like 3 months, and I contacted her, and that was before she tracked. And so she made it right. I got them. Love her fibers. And so this is my last cotton fiber of the month from her. And this one is called Iced Pine. This is Treetop Glisten. These would be cute in ornaments. This is Christmas Light. Lights. This one is Sleigh, Sleigh, my name. She changed her tags a little bit too. And this is All the Jingle Ladies. So very variegated this month. I am not going to be doing cotton. This is my last cotton. I am going to, beginning in January, join her Silks of the Month Club. And because I want to use more silks. And I've been watching what she's been having in the club. And so that's my haul. Although I do believe since last video I received my 3 3L Threads nest egg, I think, or I'll get it this next week. It's a wonderful way to build your stash. I'll link her below. Trisha does a great job. I also received some stitching kindness from a dear, dear friend. And you know who you are. And it is by Butternut Road, and it's called The Teacher. I haven't opened it at all, so it's still going to have the plastic and the glare. This is designed by Nora Corbett's mom, Marilyn Levitt Imblum, I think is how you say it. And I've done a number of her pieces. See right there? That's Angel of Autumn by Lavender and Lace. Same designer, just different names. She has some different lines. She had Told in a Garden, Lavender and Lace, and Butternut Road. And this is through the Butternut Road line. So, just really cute, because my friend knows I homeschool. Although I do kind of wish my homeschool looked like that, because trust me, with the 4 youngest boys, it's like, okay, sit at the table now, sit. Yeah. Kind of corralling the boys. It's like corralling cats. But, thank you. You know who you are, dear friend. I'm going to shift you just a wee bit here. There we go. Yeah, I made my bed, but I was throwing project bags around and moving a bunch of stuff around, so I messed it up in that respect. What have I been stitching on? Well, one of my Whitgo numbers for, I think, November. Yeah, November was with the Needle 2, Lila Studios. I had this done and this box, and my goal was to get this box done. This is on 40 count something. I'm using all the called for threads, which involve Classic Colorworks, although one of them that's listed on here as Classic Colorworks is actually maple syrup. Okay, that one is actually, I thought it was a Gentle Arts. Yeah. So maple syrup, even though it's listed on the pattern that it's Classic Colorworks, it's actually a Gentle Arts. It's just one of those misprint things, and it's been corrected on future patterns. I had one of the early patterns when it was released. So this is 40 count natural, and again I'm using 1 strand over 2 threads, all the called for colors, and I got that second box done. Yeah, it's pretty much full coverage down there. But I love stitching on this. I love this fabric. It's very nice. It's this white art based fabric. And then these colors are just amazing together. Yeah, if I had a board, it still would not cooperate. This fabric doesn't like to cooperate with me when I'm doing this. And I stitch in hand, so that's why it's rolled, because I roll so the stitches are on the inside. So if I have anything on my hands, it'd be on the back side of the stitching. And I added this alphabet here because that's all I had left on page 1. So page 1 is completely done. Page 2 starts in this area, and then there's this vine here, across here, and then page 2 would be done, but I'm not worried about it. But page 1 is completely done, and the box is completely done, so I hit my Whitgo goal. Although I'm not going to have a... Do I have a bingo? I do have a bingo. I have 2 of them, I believe. But I definitely don't have a blackout. So this next year, my Whitgo board, I'm trying to be a little more realistic in my goals. When that was done, I wasn't sure what I was going to stitch next. But this one called to me, and so I got it out. Why not? This was not on my radar at all, but Flowers of the Holy Night, Glendon Place. I am using the Dinky Dyes Silks. Love Dinky Dyes Silks. This is 32 count Antique White Jobelan. I chose 32 count, 2 strands over 2 threads, because this has beads and I want to make sure the beads fit. I think it goes this way. So I had this leaf or this petal done, so I added all the other red and the green. I only stitched on it for a night. So yeah, I haven't been in the mood to stitch. So I've been organizing instead. So that's Flowers of the Holy Night by Glendon Place. And then this one is a new start. Because why not? I've seen this and it's so pretty and it's all feathers. Rosewood Manor. Love Karen Kluba, the designer of Rosewood Manor. She's a genius. I am using the sulky threads and I'm really liking them. I'm not going to switch everything to sulky, but I am really liking these. Not to mention Karen is a genius when it comes to color. Stitching this on 36 count pearl gray. And here is where I'm at after, I think 2 nights, 3 nights? Probably 2 nights. So this is the peacock's head down here. And then this is as high as the pattern is. So I started toward the center and then I went up. So yeah, those sulky threads, I'd never used them before. And I have another project for 2022 that calls for the sulky threads, but they're really nice. They lay so nice. You only use 1 strand and they just lay so nice on the fabric. So that's the stitching I've done. I haven't done any quilting. I have my list, and there was another one I need to add here. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I kitted a couple things to make sure that I have my New Year New Starts ready, as I am going to start 4 things in the next, by the end of the year. Heaven is my hope. I hope to start on January 1st if I have fabric for it. I thought I had a big enough piece of fabric, but I don't. So I have to order it. And Queen of Freedom by Mirabilia, that's kitted. Paradise Lost is kitted, and Lady Liberty by Kesslins. Paradise Lost is by Plum Street Sampler, and Lady Liberty by Kesslins. Those are all kitted and ready to go. So I'm probably going to grab, I think I pulled out Lady Liberty for tonight, that I'm stitching in the Gloriana threads. Gloriana Tudor threads. And the Paradise Lost and the Queen of Freedom, we'll see. We'll see. So my next video will be before the end of the year, but after Christmas. So Merry Christmas to all of you. We are going to do like our Christmas dinner on New Year's, as long as none of us get sick again. And I'm just going to take it day by day. In my opinion, COVID is kind of like chicken pox. You know, everybody used to get chicken pox. I have a feeling everybody's going to end up getting COVID to some degree. And yeah, I pray it's gentle. This Omicron seems to be gentler, and each variant gets weaker and weaker. But it is what it is. I will be coming back next week to draw the names, and we'll go from there. And hopefully my COVID test was negative, although my husband's still positive, and I don't know where that finds me. We shall see. But again, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Should you choose to drink on New Year's Eve, don't drive. Don't drive. It's so much easier to get somebody else to drive, have a designated driver, call a cab. Uber. In the long run, you're worth it. You're worth it, the cost. And my diet, somebody asked about my diet. I'm getting kind of anxious to try some foods again because I'm feeling a little trapped. But so far, so good. I haven't had pain, and that's why I'm doing this. I don't have pain. I'm nervous about reintroducing foods, but I need to reintroduce them just to make sure that I'm getting all the food I should be getting. I'm getting the calories, I think. I don't know. I'm using an app for calories, and they put stuff in there, and I'm like, you know what? How the heck do you know? How do you know this? I just think they're making it up. I'm like, I think you're making this up. I really do. Half the time. But it is what it is, and we'll move forward. But I thank you for watching. I thank you for subscribing to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram, mondotstitches, and Gmail is just mondot@gmail.com. Yeah. So I've been watching some FlossTube. I've also just been enjoying listening to Christmas music. Just enjoying it. So, love to you all, and I will see you next week sometime.